Hello and welcome to another episode of the Winning Agendas video series. I'm here with a special guest opponent, Abram of Run the Net fame. You might know him already. And we are playing the Nexus Kim deck submitted to us by a Patreon listener. And so this is actually going to be my first game playing the deck. So I have looked at the deck list and done a deck tech. So there has been some, it's not like I'm going into this completely blind, but I found the strategy so strange originally that I wasn't exactly sure how to approach it, so I figured I'll just play some games and then find out. So we're playing against Near Earth Hub to ISON R&D ISON HQ. Sounds about right. I think I'm going to start by running HQ. Usually the Kalimsha style fast robotics list, which I think seems to be the most common, doesn't have anything like Architect that might punish you for not installing Mimic before you run. Pay to product placement. Pay to trash product placement. Yes, Abram finds this very funny. I don't really want to trash it, so I will just leave it, although it is annoying to have it trigger so many times. Then I'll gain a credit, play the Liberated, and use it once. Oh, I think it's being a bit laggy. No, it's fine now. Alright, perfect. Okay, so the fact that he has product placement in his deck leads me to think that maybe this isn't the normal fast robotics list that's going around. Although, yeah, an upgrade in this remote. Although you never know now, since we're still in a stage where people are experimenting with lists. Like, there really hasn't been that much consensus being reached yet in terms of post MWL lists for any archetype, really. So it's hard to see what might happen. It's hard to predict, rather, what your opponent might do. Yeah. One was a Sansan. Right, I see. Cool. Cool, so we've gotten down some resources. Unfortunately, this Underworld Contact hasn't started to pay out yet. So let's... My opponent has 0 credits. Don't have any imps, which is a little annoying. I think I will just... Problem is, this is the worst. I'm thinking I just want to use Liberated account twice and then run here, but that's a problem. The problem is that then our opponent has 2 credits and he can score 3 for 2 out of hand, whereas otherwise he would still be able to, right? Because he can install, gain a credit, advance, and then Astro. Yeah, so I think that's the best thing to do, is to run server 2. Yep, product placement, alright, fine. And then let's trash the Sansan. And discard I think we're going to need this rabbit hole at some point, so let's just discard a Mimic. Maybe this Deja Vu. Yeah, I did actually forget that this Underworld Contact won't start paying out immediately, so maybe I should have waited a little bit to install it. Alright. Corroder Faust. Let's run HQ, see if we can get some use out of this Edward Kim's ability. Enigma, okay. I want to hold off on installing these rabbit holes until I can get multiple uses out of them, because otherwise it seems fairly miserable. There's nothing to parasite, so I think maybe I'll just gain credits. That seems kind of mediocre, but maybe I should, or maybe no. There's no way that server 3 can be anything, so I don't really want to run into R&D since I assume 1 is just a pop-up, so I'll discard the Mimic and the think the Crota might be useful, so let's discard the Parasite. Cool, so the career fair doesn't have anything to install. Oh right, maybe I should have waited to career fair something into play. That's okay. Our opponent just gained some money and installed something new, the standard nonsense. I'm gonna try running HQ again. I know my opponent has 8 credits now, so it's a little more awkward, but Enigma, still there. Alright. Yep, alright, let's install these rabbit holes. And then discard. Don't really want this David right now, since but if my opponent has little engine, which is not necessarily the case that they don't, yeah, let's just discard this Parasite. Abram has correctly identified what our strategy is. But I will try some misdirection. Cool, so we still don't have any credits, which is a little awkward. Imps would be fairly nice, but I think there are no imps in the deck. We could try running R&D, but the thing is that we saw an Enigma in Abram's hand, so it seems very unlikely that R&D doesn't have any ice that will stop us. Like, that R&D doesn't have a gear check ice on it, since that if that Enigma is still in the hand. So we could try running server 5, but I assume it's going to be product placement Sansan or something. Or some asset that we don't care about, really. Yeah, I'm going to try running HQ again. Hopefully you see something other than this Enigma. No, there's still another Enigma. That's cool. And then I guess just gain credits. Discard a Parasite and a no, maybe not. Maybe a Faust. I'm not sure. Or maybe an I've had worse. Parasite no good. Apparently not. I don't res ice. Yep. Oh, so yeah, I assume something is going to be getting scored behind an Enigma. Right, so let's gain a credit. No, we can't. This is fairly awkward, since if we play the Faust, or maybe it's a Sansan. Like, maybe he would have tried to score something out of hand, but like I can't see what server 5 would be if not a Sansan. So I assume that server 7 is an agenda. So yeah, let's just play, even though it is a bit awkward because I really want to gain a credit then gamble, let's just play the Faust and run. A toll booth. Yeah, I bounce. 6 credits left, so I can't install David, I can't do anything. I guess we'll just gain a credit and discard a medium. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, maybe it's a single advancement. Agenda into single advancement? Who knows? I expected to get scored, but now I don't know what it might be. Okay, cool. We can finally career fair this liberated and use it twice. Perfect. Letting this daily business show have been running for so long is a little annoying, but I don't really think we're at the I don't really think we're at the point economically where we could have dealt with it. Sure, Aaron is just saying that he took the wrong card from Daily Business Show, which I guess does minimize its effectiveness if you frequently misclick. So yeah, I'm really not so sure what's going on here. Maybe one, oh yeah, that definitely has to be like that, but I think I'm going to, so it could be NEPD. So I think take 4 off Liberated, play David, and then run the server is the safest thing to do. Yep. And this situation right now showing the power of Faust David. If anyone was surprised about, like, skeptical of it already, which I doubt. Global Food Initiative. Oh, okay. So this is a kind of like mid-range NBN with foods rather than, and toll booths rather than Fastro. Cool. Let's discard this. We might need the Liberated. We might need this Corroder. I don't really want to discard the Corroder since there's only one Corroder. But since we have Nexus, maybe we should. No, I'll just discard no, I don't want to discard a Gamble, really. I'll discard the Corroder. Oh, oops. I was just checking out Stim Slack, but then I remembered that I was recording. It's been a longish day. That's okay. So install new remote res marked accounts, yep. Yep, more daily business shows. Alright, yeah, finally we found a chronotype, which is good. I kinda just want to play this chronotype and build up some money this turn, just because there's no immediate pressure. I know that Astro and 2 business shows is pressure, but maybe I'll run HQ. But like the thing is, I really want to play this chronotype down because I'm sick of losing this 1 click from Wildside every turn. So yeah, let's gamble chronotype and take the last amount of money off Liberated. I could have gambled rather than taking the money off Liberated, just because gamble has a higher requires more money to start with, but I feel like having an extra card in hand to be able to use to Faust next turn is potentially better. And this is the strange and techie bug. Oh yeah, cool, something's getting... Oh no, this is the same deal. Okay, so let's hopefully use Security Nexus and be able to get through the situation. Wait, no, Security Nexus costs too much. What should we do? So, if we gamble Security Nexus, then run, we can Faust through one of the toll booths. So actually we don't necessarily need that David. And I assume it's an agenda, like, I can't see what else it would be, so... So maybe let's play Data Soccer, then run HQ, so we can get some more of that. I don't know, the problem is that with Nexus, if we play Gamble Nexus, I think we're too low. So we'll have 5, so we'll go up to 15, and then down to 7, and then down to 3 after, if we use on the first toll booth. First toll booth, Abram can spend all his credits. and then to kick us out, and then we can't use the Nexus again. So I think it's better to just play Data Sucker, then run HQ. Archangel, oh no. Archangel's annoying. Oh sure, no trigger, perfect. And then, yeah, I guess there's not really anything good since we have 2 clicks. And then gamble and run server 7. And then reduce. There's a little bit of lag. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem when this comes out on video. And then trash a card. I don't really want to get rid of. Maybe I just get rid of the Nexus. Like, yeah, let's just get rid of the Nexus. Like, we have another one, and with our opponent's credit generation being so substantial, I'm not certain it's really great. And I really want to keep these. Definitely want to keep Career Fair Liberated account, and probably want to keep the medium as well. 15 minutes still. Oh, okay. I see. Abram was being tricky. That's not entirely fair. Yes, I would call it distinctly not fair. So we have 4 clicks. Opponent has 8 credits. Kind of want to get rid of these business shows, but I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, basically Beal or no Beal. I don't know what could be in the thing is when our opponent has much more drip economy than we do, which is the case at the moment, and it's not really feasible to trash them. Like, Security Nexus seems to be of limited use, which I think has always been the case. It's hard. I definitely want to play this medium at some point, but I don't know if I want that to be now, since our opponent has 8 credits and 3 ice on R&D, and they, all have to do something. So I think let's just Career Fair this lib, install this Underworld Contacts, and click the lib twice to set up for next turn. I know it's a bit annoying because our opponent has so many resources available already, so it seems like we're a fair bit slower than them on that. But it is strange, our opponent's Astros must be hiding somewhere. Okay. Okay, I have to assume that this is a agenda, given that the Jackson got removed for it. So we can. It's a little annoying because I haven't installed the program yet, so I could install the medium, trash the David, deja vu the David, play the David, run, leaves me with 8 credits, which is not enough to steal, say, an APD. Or trash something if it turns out to be not an agenda. I assume it, I don't know, I'm not sure what. Assuming our opponent's suite is 3 Astro, 3 food, which is 9, 15, 15 minutes, 16, then 2 Beal or something, that doesn't really leave much. That means that, global food. But global food, they can't score right now, so I can't. I just don't know why they would have not scored something out of hand, unless they really want to keep the Astroscript counter. It must be not another Astroscript. So I think if it's a Beal, that's fine. I don't mind them scoring it too much, because then they still need 2 more agendas to win. So I think ultimately I need to get to a point where I can run R&D with medium. So let's just play medium, trashing the David. Use liberated twice, and then gain a credit. Like, I could have run HQ rather, but I still know my opponent has Archangel, so like now they have enough credits that they might just want an Archangel in order to, like, I know it only cost me 1 to like get through it because I have so much link, but oh no, 2 to get through it rather, but still kind of drains. Like, my opponent has more credits than they'll ever need, but this server costs us so much credits, so many credits, that we still need to do something about it. That, like, yeah, we're going to need to do something about this server, or else we'll just get tax credits for the rest of the game without our opponent needing to do anything. Yeah, and it's possible it can get to a point where they can't even. So now that I assume they're installing an agenda, a Sansan and agenda. Yep. So let's play the David. Let's 14 credits. I assume that's enough to res everything, but let's run. I don't really want to run R&D. No, yeah, let's run R&D. What's the worst that can happen? Pop-up window, yep. Turnpike. Yep. Trace fires. So we have 4 links, so 1 is enough. Continue pop-up. Yeah, sweet. So that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 credits to get through. Sansan, no, you can. Let's just zoom out a little. No, let's zoom back in. Otherwise, I assume it might be a bit too difficult to see for the readers. And let's just ignore the chat for now. Maybe actually we can make it. No, I was gonna say we could make it full screen, but I don't know whether that would help. Let's just leave it here-ish. Do I want to trash this Sansan? Not really. I don't want my opponent to have a Sansan, but I also don't want to spend 5 trashing it. So I think, like, the problem is that now this can be food, and I can't get through. And, like, not that I can't get through, but that I'll have to, if it's Sansan food, then they can score it with Astro, which is really bad for us. Wrap around. Okay, let's David through it. David through it, lose 3. Like, it's a bit annoying just because if it is a Sansan, the only purpose is to steal the agenda. But I assume that since they hadn't seen the David, it seems that this is a fairly safe server for my opponent. They might just spend all their credits into the Ash Trace. That's funny. Just because that's the only way they can keep us out. Since we have 4 full link. 9. Yeah, I'll pay 5 credits to get in. Like, the thing is that this server doesn't seem to cost us anything really. Although it will be annoying if it's not an agenda. Can't tell if it's lagging a little bit. I might just say lag in chat. Oh, it was a global food, so I was right. And then I think I might just leave this Ash, just because I really don't expect to ever be able to get into this server again, since, yeah, let's leave the Ash. And like, it's gonna cost the thing is it's gonna cost my opponent to trash the Ash, to it's not it's gonna cost my opponent, but it's gonna cost me to trash the Ash, so I don't really see a point if we're just gonna ignore this server. No, yes, the chat is just talking about how what miserable the internet is over where one of these people is. Where one of these people, I don't know if that's correct. I can't. I have to think about Nero right now, for the edification of our wonderful listeners and watchers. Okay, so I assume that's a sound sign. I can't imagine what else it would be. Which means that basically I just want to run R&D until basically until the daily business show has no chance of finding an agenda. Like, if we can see 3 cards and the business shows don't necessarily give my opponent a chance to score out immediately. Or if they do, like, if they draw, like, you use a draw once, then they'll at least have to use their Astro counter to do so. So yeah, let's run R&D. See what this is. Archangel. So that's 2 to get through because of my magnificent amount of link. Sure. Fires. So 3 cards or 2 credits. But the problem is, if my opponent spends all their credits, then suddenly... No, because all I think are reasonably cheap. Yeah, I'll just say fires. No, but if they don't necessarily spend all their credits, but just spend like 3 credits, I really don't want to pay 5 or lose my medium, so yeah, I'll just break it, I think. Then fire. Like this, I don't really care about being tagged at this point, so this isn't as big a deal. Although I definitely could have still, yeah, my opponent's just tagging me, that's cool. Like, clearing a tag is a little annoying, but maybe I should have broken that. Like, maybe it's the same principle as the Archangel. I just feel like if my opponent wants to spend their actions to kill my resources, that's totally fine. Like, at this point, I've just assumed that since they have ashes and global foods, that they're not trying to scorch me or whatever. So I'm not worried about that. And the reason I kept the tag is in case that they do have NAPDs, in case that I can still steal them or trash something if I really need to trash something, but I can't imagine really wanting to trash anything right now. Like, and yeah, it just gives me the option of not clearing the tag if I want to, or clearing the tag if I want to, since it's not that much different. Card from deck. Let's go agendas. Tollbooth, that's not an agenda. Global food, that's an agenda. And so now if I run again, I can get through the Archangel still. They're going to draw a Tollbooth. Yeah, I'm going to run again just because the daily business show thing, as I said. So run. Oh, yeah. Abram said that he accidentally bottomed the Astro instead of keeping it on top, which is fairly significant. Let's go with, that's a good way to put it, I think. Yeah, I'll get rid of this last deja vu just because I think it's kind of now or never. And this I've had worse can next turn give us some more Faust food. Yeah, Ben Blum, shout out, is just talking about the ridiculousness of this matchup. No, I'll just take another tag. Tollbooth. Astroscript, woo! Yeah, cool. So our opponent made a fairly serious misclick, but that's not going to stop us from putting this up anyway. How about misclick? Yeah, so I guess a lesson is click very carefully. Yep, so thanks for watching. Hope this was informative at least. A bit of a strange matchup on either side, although I think this NBN mid-range deck has been getting a lot of new tools recently between Archangel, Turnpike, and some stuff coming up in Mumbad Cycle. So see you next round.